so I'm aiming to kill. So up in the mains, don't give a fuck, you can still get drilled. All I wanna do is crash that porn. My niggas them told me make peace before you go to war. I said fuck that, I wanna drill now and then drill some more. Smoke my man in the face, yeah that point got scored. Couldn't give a toss about law. Niggas no CP. More time if it was done by the 7, it was done by me. I ride for my G's, put my heart on the streets. So if you see me, that's not my teeth. So chat tough and I'm spinning round. Ask the ops how that spin the sounds. When I spin the bangs, try and know that's a nigga down. And where I'm from, we always know to keep things around. All the risks that the team be taking. That's why my nigga Nero's money.
Salute whoever's in the house. Salute to you. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I don't really expect many people to come through. But whoever comes through, thanks for coming through. Just thought I'd jump on here and do a live. Like I say, saying it's been that long since I've been on here. I just quickly want to talk about, because I've missed quite a lot of boxing, but I just quickly want to talk about the Richard Comey fight versus Lomachenko. I watched a bit of it last week. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it from what I saw of it. Lomachenko, that to me looked like the old Lomachenko. The one before he got beat off Teofimo Lopez. Showed quite a bit of grit and determination in that fight, and a bit savage as well. But yeah, I was quite impressed with him. Will he fight Gambosa? Just what I've been reading is talk of it, but that's further on down the line. Be a good fight anyway if it's made. But yeah, Richard Comey, I like Richard Comey. He's a good fighter. But yeah, I was impressed by Lomachenko. Thought he did a good job on him. And then, Bruce, salute to you, Bruce. You alright, brother? Hope you're good out there. I watched you live a few weeks back, Bruce, and I enjoyed that. You had a good panel there, mate. I really enjoyed that. It was good listening to all different people's opinions of boxing. Yeah, it was a good show, Bruce. Really enjoyed it, bro. I'm glad that you're making content because it's nice to hear from somebody who knows the boxing very well, like you, past and present fighters, and it's nice hearing your points of view, Bruce. So appreciate that show. I'll start tuning into more of them. Like I say, I haven't been on here for a while, so I'm a bit rusty, but playing catch up. All right. So you can hear me, that's good. Yeah, you're welcome, Bruce, anytime. Bruce, if you're sticking around for a bit, because I'm not going to be on dead long, but what do you... who have you got in this fight later on today? This... what is my computer doing? Don't know. Who have you got in the Turviev fight, Bruce, versus Marcus Brown? Salute. Vault, salute to you, brother. Hope you got that out there. Who have you got for in this fight tonight? My fucking computer's playing up. Don't know what's up with it. Fuck knows. What's going on here? fucking computer's doing my tits in. Oh, here we go. Who have you got for that fight tonight? Vitervia hits like a mule. Yeah, he does. He does, Bruce. You're right there. I see a mid-round stoppage. Title retained. Yeah. Well, do you know what, Bruce? I was listening. I'll get this off the screen now. I was listening to a channel last night. I've been sub to him for a while, but I never really listened to him much. Toby Bartlett, salute to you, Loz. Oh, salute to you, bro. I've seen you around before. I'll give you a wrench. Give you a wrench, bro. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, I was listening to thanks, Toby. I was listening to a channel last night. I think he's called Everything Boxing and something, but Stay Ready Boxing was on there, Mac. And I was listening to this youth and Mac talk about this fight. And they were saying, um, I can't remember the lad's name who owns the channel, but he was saying that he thinks it's a 50-50 fight. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, he could be right there. But then when Stay Ready Boxing made a comment when he said, well, if you think about it, when Arthur Peterviev fought Volstick, I know it's going back a couple of years, but Volstick, the lad could fucking hit. And he hit Peterviev with everything but kitchen sink. And Peterviev just wore him down. Oh, you're welcome, Toby Bartlett. No worries. Thanks for coming through, mate. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. So then I thought to myself, because I like Marcus Brown, I think he's a slick fighter, but he has got a bit of a suspect chin. But then again, you can also say that about. I wouldn't say Batavia's got a suspect chin, but he has been down before from Callum. Is it Callum Smith? But Batavia's he's a freak, isn't he? He's got a freakish power. He's got. I'll read your comment in a minute, but he's got freakish power, and he can take a punch because fucking hell, man! Look what Volstick did to Adonis Stevenson. I mean, it's just awful. But I know it's in the game, but Volstick could hit, man. The guy could punch it, and Bataviev just broke him down. Bruce has put so much inactivity, you never know. Exactly. That was another point I was going to bring up, Bruce. He's been very inactive. Very, very inactive. I think both. I'm not too sure about Marcus Brown because I lost track of him after he lost his fight to God. Who did he lose to? The guy who got caught for cheating. Pet for having pet. I can't remember his name now, but he got was it Pascal? I think it was Pascal. Yeah. Turviev is on the decline. Well, that's what I mean, Bolts. I think I've been thinking to myself, I should have made a video about it. I've been thinking it's a 50-50 fight, but then I think all it takes, I think Marcus Brown could very much box his Pascal. That's it. Yeah, yeah. I think Marcus Brown could very, very well box his way to a victory. But then again, it only takes him to turn off 1 minute, and if Volsik, well, 1 second, not Volsik, and if Bataviev catches him, then it's lights out. Is Bataviev 39, or am I way off, Loz? I think he's 35. 35, I think he is. I don't quote me on that, but I think he's 35, or he could be even 36. I know he's definitely pushing on. He could even be 39. I'm not too sure there, Volt, but I know he's pushing on, bro, because I know he came into the game very late because he had a long amateur background, didn't he? Like a lot of them Eastern Europeans do, like Lomachenko and all them. They all seem to stay in the amateurs for quite a long time and then slip into the pros later on. But I do agree with you, the inactivity, and I do think he's on the decline. DP Rocker, salute to you, salute, bro. I'll give you a wrench. I've seen you around before. Salute to you. I thought it was a 50-50 fight till I salute DP Rocker, salute to your brother. I thought it was a 50-50 fight till I thought about Peterviev's power. I got Petervio KO round 8 in a prediction league. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's an hard one to call. Yeah, you're right, Loz. He's 36. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, DP Rocker, anytime. Yeah, Bruce goes 36. Yeah. I do believe he's come he's come off COVID and stuff like that. And I was listening to him saying that he struggled make weight for this fight, but then apparently he's made the weight now and they're good to go. It's an interesting fight. I definitely I definitely wouldn't write Marcus Brown out off. Marcus Brown. I think he could very comfortably box his way to a victory. It's just if he can sustain um, Peterviev from coming forward because he's like a machine, and he just keeps coming forward, and that's how he broke Volstick down. I had Volstick whooping his ass in that fight, but he does. I think Volstick's punched himself out, and he just got broken down off Peterviev. Loz, it's looking like Charlo Castano 2 is happening in February. Who you got? Ooh, you're joking. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I don't know, Volts. Who have you got? That's interesting, that. He missed the first time on the scale by 2 ounces. He just made it the second attempt. Right. He comes into fight at one. He comes he comes into the fight £195. Wow. What? I don't understand that, Bruce. What he's fighting at 195. I'm a bit confused there. Fucking hell, man. That's fucking well. I thought light heavyweight was 175. Don't know. I'll have to wait till Bruce comes up with something else. Says something else. Yeah, it's a good fight anyway. Like I said, I wouldn't write Marcus Brown off. Marcus Brown um, boxing his way to a victory, but if he gets clocked, it could be game over. Now, quickly keeping on the light heavyweights, did any of you watch the Anthony Yard versus Lyndon Arthur fight the other week? I didn't see the fight, but I saw the knockout, the knockdown. If any of you have seen it, so I'm interested to see what Anthony Yard does because he frustrates me. That kid does. He really does. I think he's a good fighter, but he just needs to get rid of that fucking Tunde, man. Tunde's a fucking bum. I mean, I know he's got a good relationship with him, but you can't go any further than what Tunde's taken you. Yes, I watched it. All right, cool. I'll ask you what you're thinking, man. 50-50 loss. I have no idea. To business side says me Charlo when close. It's a close like the last one. Castano will go for the KO and might get clipped. I'm thinking, yeah, could do. Hey, Ricky, salute to you, bro. Crush, God, they're all coming through now. Crush the Legend, salute to you, good brother. DT, main man, salute to you, good brother. Tundi, Volts put Tundi. Thanks for coming through, everyone. Yeah, that's what I mean. Now, Anthony Yard, right? I think the kid's. I think he's got potential. I don't know whether he's going to be a world champion or not. I don't know, but I think he's got the bag to mix it up with them top guys. But he's happy fighting fucking. I don't know. I give him credit when he fought Kovalev. I give him credit for that because he went over to his backyard and he come unstuck. He was unlucky in that fight, but he should never have lost that first fight to Lyndon Arthur. But fair dues to him, he gone back and he corrected it. But he's got to get rid of Tundi, boot fucking Tundi up the road, and get a new fucking trainer and go over and fight these champions, man. I think I don't rate Bivol, me. Everyone bangs on about Bivol, and I just don't rate him. I don't see anything special about him. Haney comes to the DAZN fight weighing 157 and then 140. Right, okay, yeah. I got you, Bruce. I got you, bro. Tunde can take fights to British level. Exactly. Exactly, Volts. That's it. That's all he can do. He's no trainer what's going to take them fighters to the next level. Don't get me wrong, he can do okay, but that's about it. Anthony Yards, stop going to the body to the Kovalev fight, bro. Yeah, yeah, he did, Ricky. You're right, and he burnt himself out, didn't he? I did hear that he didn't have a he never does any sparring work, whether that's true or not. I don't know. I won't put it past him because Tunde's a bell and can't stand the guy. Um, but he should definitely be fighting them now and stop fighting bums. Lyndon was a good win, but Lyndon didn't beat anyone above Brit. Facts, Volts, facts, bro, facts. And don't get me wrong, I like Lyndon Arthur. I think he's a good fighter, but he he should never have beaten Yard in the first place. But he did, and Yard, fair play to Yard, he went back and did it. But I mean, there's another good fight what's happening on the 15th of, I think it's the 15th of January in light heavyweight, and that's Callum Smith versus that Joe Smith Jr. for the WBO light heavyweight title. I think that's a good fight. That's not going the distance, that fight. No way. Someone's getting knocked out in that fight, definitely. And I think Callum Smith, he's another one. Been an active, good fighter, got a good punch. Put Peterviev on his arse, but Peterviev broke him down because he's a freak. But he's too inactive, and he's rocking on as well. He ain't no spring chicken. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I like Peterviev, man. I like Marcus Brown as well. I don't know who will want to win that fight. I really don't, because I like them both. I was gutted when I was a big Badu Jack fan, me, and I was gutted when Marcus Brown beat him up. That fucking cut what he had over his head. That was disgusting. Never seen nothing like it. But yeah, he's a good fighter. And I think it's a 50-50 fight, me, that fight. But I think if Marcus Brown switches off, then you'll be looking up. He'll be looking up at them lights, I think. Um, is anyone watching that shite tomorrow? That fucking what's he put? Not Callum Smith. Oh, right, Callum Johnson. Too many Callums. Yeah, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. I get confused with him. I do, Toby Bartlett. I get confused with him. That's very true. That is too many Callums. Fucking hell, yeah, that's very true. So I must admit, I do get mixed up between Smith and the other one who was super middleweight. I know who they are, but because they're both Callums. Is anyone watching that shit tomorrow? That fucking Joseph Parker versus on the road. Listen, hey, up if it ain't that limp foot, dusty ass ninja, Mr. Johnson. Salute, Mike. You're right, brother. I hope you're good, Mike. I like Liam's too. Yeah, Callum's, Liam's, too fucking many of them. Yeah, you know it, Laz. Yeah, yeah. So, sleep, Bruce. I hope you're good, Mike. Hope you're good out there, bro. I'll give you a ring later, Mike, if you want. I'm not doing nothing later. I remember Joe knocking Hopkins out the ring. Yeah. Who have you got for that, DT? Who do you think will win that? Because they can both hit. That's another interesting fight. I mean, I know it's might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it'll be a good fight because I think they both can bang. I'm watching the rematch. Unwanted. What rematch is that? I wonder if he's on about the Charlo earlier. Who's that, Bruce? Are you watching, bro? I'll go with Joe. Yeah, I think I do DT because I think Callum flipping Johnson or Smith, whoever which one it is. I think he's been that inactive, bro. I think he's got definitely got a puncher's chance because that boy can hit. Hey up, Josh. You alright, bro? Salute to you, Josh. I hope you good, brother. Smith lost to Volstick last time. He thought he should give him a rematch. Yeah, Volstick. Oh, is it Volstick? No, Voss. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Uh, I heard you got you on the run for a body. What have you heard? Now it's time to stash the guns. I ain't got no fucking guns, Josh. We ain't allowed guns over here, bro. Well, we are, but not like pistols or anything. Shotguns and shit. Yeah, rifles. They probably got the phones tapped. Second, I'm lame. Punch you on. You're rapping. You're probably dropping rapping verses. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's who I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Smith. I just think he's been too inactive. The other one, but yeah. If is anyone watching that Mob Deep Tempe? Right, I knew you were doing something, Josh. I knew you were doing something. Great album that I've got that album on my phone actually. That and Murder Music, Mob Deep, sick Mob Deep way. Yeah, that's a fucking brilliant album. That good song as well. I knew you were doing something, Josh. I knew you were dropping lyrics off something. I just didn't know what. Yeah, getting back to here in Texas, my wife and I have our own pistols. Oh, I know. America's mad, man. You know. We used to be able to over here, though. We used to be able to have gun pistols over here, DT, until some fucking clown went into a primary school in Scotland and shot a load of primary kids in the mid 90s. So they banned them. They banned them. You used to be like, able to have them, not carry them, but used to be able to have them over here. Like, and do like target practice? Go to the gun ranges and that. And then some prick fucking went into a primary school in Dunblane, Scotland, and shot a load of primary school kids. So that was it. The fucking government just banned them. Hey, main man, Mickey, salute to you, Mick. Hope you good down there in London, brother. What are you drinking? Got what am I on? Oh, Heineken DT, and then I've got my Budweiser for later. I don't drink. I only drink it on a Friday now. I don't even drink on a Saturday anymore. I can't be arsed with it no more. I'm too much into me fucking weights and that doing my gym. Just can't be arsed with beer anymore. Uh, yes, lads. Yeah, good salute, Mickey. Joe Smith and Callum Johnson. No wonder you get confused with Callum's. Yeah, exactly, Toby. There's too many of them. Callums, Liams. There's too many of them. But yeah, getting back to boxing then. Um, is anyone watching that Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker tomorrow? Joseph Parker, the Stinkinator. I'm sipping on a Miller's Light. Yeah, I like Miller's. I like the Miller's Gold. That's beautiful. Miller's Gold. I like Miller's. Yeah, fucking hell, I haven't drunk Miller's for years. I got Joseph Parker beating Chisora again. Yeah, me too, Ricky. I can't. Right, let me explain something to you. Hey, Loz, could you do me a huge favour and comment on my latest rap video? I rapped over Mob Deep. Yeah, of course I will, bro. Of course I will. I haven't even been on YouTube, Ricky, for a couple of weeks now, mate. I needed a break because I just needed a break. I needed to get off this boxing. I just needed a break from it. That's why I haven't done a live or a video for time. But yeah, of course I will, Josh. No problem, mate. As soon as I finish this, I'll go straight over, bro. I got a hold of Bruce Ghost and get a workout. I got to get a hold of Bruce. Oh right, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. Fucking, I train every night, man. Every night. Well, not every night, but Monday to Thursday. I train every night, me. I love it. I fucking love the gym, mate. It keeps me on the straight and narrow. The only thing I got nothing else to do. I live by myself. Only have my son. I have my son at weekends, so during the week just go work and go to the gym. But I need to start getting back into this boxing because I haven't been around any channels of lately, but I will do. Need to sip over to the OGs as well, man. Miss KQ, miss getting in there, but I will do. Big time cowboy salute to you, bro. Big time cowboy salute. Yeah, but getting back to the boxing, the this I got Parker beating Derek Chisora, but what makes me laugh about these two is I used to like Derek Chisora. Well, I still do like Derek. I like both of the fighters, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. But Joseph Parker, he reminds me of Chris Eubanks Jr. He's just happy, just fighting tin cans and doesn't want to move on with his career. You wouldn't think that this guy was a former world heavyweight champion. Now, he's just. I can't see what this, apart from it only being a money fight. I'll read your comment in a minute, Mick. I can't see being anything else than a money fight because where do any of them go after this if they win? Derek Chisora will probably just get another fight with a mediocre heavyweight or might get a pay per view. He's not going to get no shot at a world title. He's got 11 or 12 losses now. Don't get me wrong, I like Delboy. I've got nothing against Delboy, and I love his die-hard attitude, but he's going to end up, like Mike said a few months back, Mike said the guy's going to end up a cabbage if he's not careful. He really needs to pack it in. And then if Joseph Parker wins, what does Joseph Parker do? I can't see him getting a world title fight with anyone because he's just happy fighting tin cans or just mid-level heavyweights. I don't know. I don't know. I'll read the comments. I can see Dalboy losing to Parker on Saturday. Yep, me too. Me too, Mickey. KQ's calling the Batavia versus Marcus Brown fight tonight, bro. Yeah, right. I'm over there, Ricky. Most definitely, I will definitely come over for that. It's on. Is it on ESPN as well? Because if it is, I'll be able to get that on my Fire Stick. Eddie will use Delboy. The Brits love him. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Bruce, you're right there. But I can't understand how Delboy's even getting these paid. I mean, fair play to him. If he can sell him, which he's selling them. If he's the only guy in history I know who's got fucking 12 losses and is still a pay-per-view star. That fucking baffles me. Absolutely fucking baffles me, but fair play to the guy. Alex Santos. Yes, Alex, fucking hell. Long time no see. You're right, Alex. I hope you're good, bro. That's my Northwest brother there. I hope you're good, Alex. I'll have to speak to you, bro. I haven't spoke to you for fucking time. I hope you're good though. ESPN Plus, bro. Right, I got it. I got that. I got Joseph Parker, TKO, 11 round. Yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't fucking write that out. Joseph Parker frustrates me, man. I think I don't know. He just frustrates me. I've always said I like the guy's style of fighting. I think he's a good fighter. He just lacks fucking ambition. I wouldn't say ambition. He lacks that killer instinct, and he's just too happy just fighting mid-tier fighters. He fucking hell, man. Joseph Parker versus Usyk. I think that's a fucking tremendous fight. Because I think both of them have got skills. They can both bounce around. I think I think that's a good fight, but you'll never see because Joseph Parker don't. He's too happy fighting tin cans. Yeah, man, I'm doing good. Look, salute to you. I hope you're good, Alex, man. I have to catch up with you, brother. I have to catch up because it's been a long time. Now Christmas is here. I'll give you a ring over Christmas. Who have fought 10 years after David Hay lost? Don't you? Exactly. Oh, who would thought? Exactly, Volts. You couldn't say it any better, could you, man? You couldn't say that comment any better. 10 years after David A lost and still making millions. Fair play to the old boy. Fair play. Yeah, Parker gets to content. Yeah, he's fucking frustrating. Like Chris Eubank, that's who he reminds me of. Chris Eubank Jr., great fighter. The man just fucking thinks he's better than what he is, and is too stubborn, and just wants to fight fucking cherry pickers all the time and bums. He, this what it's this things like this what get my do my head in about boxing. It frustrates me. It frustrates me. I was listening to Gabe last night, G5 Gabe. He did a video on boxing and all these fucking boxers and promoters and all shit like this. Why aren't they fighting each other? Totally agree with you, man. I much prefer watch old boxing than these half of these fighters now because they're just divas. They don't want to fight each other. Appreciate it, big bro. Yeah, you're welcome anytime, Alex. You're welcome. I will catch up with you, Alex. Definitely, mate. I would like to see Del Boy versus Baby Miller. The press conference would be priceless. Yeah, I tell you what, mate. Tell you what, Mickey Dub. For all, salute TJ. Salute to you, bro. I hope you're good. Salute. Thanks for coming through. I'm going to read your comment in a minute, Volts and Ricky. I just want to read that what Mickey Dubs put. Yeah, for all the stick I've given Jarrell Miller over the years, because I used to call him Fat Dusty Miller, I hated him. I couldn't stand the bloke. I couldn't fucking stand the bloke. But I tell you what, for all the shit I've given him over the years, but I think I think that heavyweight division needs someone like him in there. Someone who's a shit talker and he's willing to mix it up with people. It needs a shake up, man. The heavyweight division does. It's so fucking stale. It's unbelievable. What's your prediction for Eubanks versus Liam Williams? Good fight. Liam Williams, all right, man, but the lad's got heart. But he was a punch bag against Andrade. I don't even know how Andrade didn't get him out of there. But he basically just he nearly got knocked out in the first round against Andrade. But Boo Boo couldn't get him out there. The lad's got heart, man. He's got fucking heart. But I think Eubanks will just beat him up. Liam Williams reminds me of one of them fighters who have they're not all there up there. They just even though they're just not all there, if you know what I mean. They're just a come forward fighter and they don't care if they're getting punched to bits. They just keep coming forward. And that's what he did against fucking Andrade, man. Andrade just used him as a punch bag. Conor Ben has gotten better after his last fight. Yeah, I'm going to come to listen, man. Listen, let me tell you, American brothers over there, something about Conor Ben, right? Conor Ben he's a good fighter. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's a good fighter, but he is a good fighter. Yeah, he's getting better and better. But he skips so many fucking fighters over here. There's so many fighters over here who that lad should be fighting. He's never won an area, British, Commonwealth, European. He's never won any of them belts. There's McKitson. He should be fighting them. David Arnovisian, the Terminator. Why is he not fighting him? You won't even hear Conor Ben even mention fucking David Arnovisian's name. He just completely gone round him. There's just fighters like that. There's is it Congo, Richard Congo or whatever he's called. I lost interest in Parker since his fight with AJ has done exactly, Alex. Exactly. Miller is coming back next year. Yeah, I look forward to seeing Dusty Miller back. King of Peds. I do. I like. He is a good shit talker, man. No one can talk shit like that guy, and he is quite funny. Eubanks better take his head off. Yeah, agree. Alex Ruiz beat Parker, and yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I remember Williams a few years ago again. he called out Charlo. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, Charlo would have wiped the floor with him. Ben fighting washed up has beens at one. But that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Volts. I've anyone who's followed me knows I've gone in at Conor Ben for nearly over a year because I see how Eddie Earns marketed him. He's done the same what he did with AJ. He's doing the same with Conor Ben. He's not putting him in. I can understand it because it's money and they draw making money and all that. But what annoys me about Conor Ben is the shit what he comes out with on videos. I mean, I read one of his comments the other week on, I think was it Fight Eye? When I smell blood, I'm all over him like a wild dog or something. He put. And I thought, yeah, it's all right when you're beating up people who can't fucking hit back or who are washed up. And why don't you go and fight David Anavising? You won't fight him because you know that David Anavising will fucking drop you. It's a 50-50 fight, but man, you know that you ain't knocking David Anavising out. No fucking way on this earth. Hey, Gabe, main man, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Get the smoke. Fucking I haven't seen you for a while. Salute to you. I hope you're good. Great video that, Gabe, yesterday. That was real talk, that what you did yesterday, brother. If you ain't subscribed to G5 Gabe, go and do it, man. He dropped a bomb-ass video yesterday. That was a great video. That was real talk. Eubank pisses me off because he's copied Chris Senior for years. Now he's trying to look like Roy Jones. Would be a real exactly Toby Bartlett. Can't say any better than that, mate. He's fucking frustrating, that guy. He ain't his dad. He's never gonna be his dad. But fucking hell, at least try and be like your dad. Yeah, bomb ass video that, Gabe. Get the smoke. Salute to you, brother. I hope you're well out there. Volts, try tuning into 140, dude. Yeah. Ben and Campbell Hatton would be 4 rounds. Let's just send it. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, Volts, yeah. And he called Connor Jones and Campbell Smith. That's what I mean. This is what I mean. If any of you watch Ricky Hatton's son, fucking hell, man, he got fucking pasted off that Spanish lad. He got knocked all over the show. And the fucking referee gave Ricky Hatton's son. Why? Because his dad's former boxer famous, and he's probably had a fucking envelope in his back pocket. He's fucking trash, man. He's fucking shit. I'm sorry, but Ricky Hatton's son, same with Conor Ben, mate. I'm not saying Conor Ben's shit, but what I'm saying is he should be fighting better fucking fighters. I was going, oh, L-Dub, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, main man, Gil Cole. Salute, Gil. I hope you're good, brother. I hope you're good. Nice to see you, Gil. And you, Law. Yeah, I was going back and two with some clown on Facebook last Saturday, right? I just keep swearing to myself, not going back on them Facebook boxing pages because they get me so angry going back into, but I can't help it when I read stupid comments what people put. And I had this knobhead saying to me, right, that fucking, some guy put Eddie Hearn hype job, Conor Ben, Eddie Hearn hype job, and I put, I agree. Next thing, some guy was saying to me, no, I said if he fights Ortiz or Boots Ennis, he's getting laced out, plain and simple. And this guy was saying to me, who's Boots Ennis for? Who's Virgil Ortiz for? And he said, Ben did Vargas quicker than I put Ben's a bum, and he put, well, Ben did Vargas quicker than what Ortiz did. And I said, that's got nothing to do with it. I said he was washed up when Ortiz fought him, and then Ortiz knocked him out. So by the time Ben got to him, he was even more washed up. And the guy was saying, oh, but it was only 4 months later, so that means Ortiz is a bum. I said, get out of it, man. There's no way on earth that Virgil Ortiz smashes Conor Ben 7 days of the week. And is it whatever Tyson Fury says? Twice on a fucking Sunday. He gets fucking poleaxed off Virgil Ortiz and he gets smashed to pieces off fucking boots ends. Don't care what anyone says. When he goes across that pond, if he does, and I'm not putting him down because he's a British fighter, I'm just being real. He's never fought no Sebastian Formella. Wow. Because Formella did fucking 12 rounds with fucking Porter. Wow. And you stopped him. You're fighting fucking bums, mate. I'm sorry, but you are. Chris Algieri, age 38 nearly. Washed up. Man went life and death with fucking Tommy Coyle. Tommy Coyle was just an average British fighter. Love Tommy to bits, great fighter, but fucking hell, come on, man, let's get real. Right, I better read these comments quick. Campbell Latin is trash, bro, and fights like exactly. Yep, agreed, Ricky. Agreed there. GTS, what up, bro? Oh, he's speaking to someone. Gage, but Losley, appreciate it, man. Been working 6 days, 12 hours. Stop getting them notifications, but updating my YouTube. Yeah, salute to you. Salute to you, Gabe. I haven't been on here for a while, bro. Sorry, I'm back, but listening. Oh, salute, DT. L-Dub, salute to you. Cool Breeze, salute, bro. Salute to you. Ben would become a body loss. Yeah, he would. He would. Prograde needs to fight Ben. Should fight him, not Broner. Cool Breeze. Regis Prograde, man. Regis Prograde, fuck him up. Regis Prograde, fuck him up. Big time. Regis Prograde's a badass mofo, man. I love Regis Prograde. Fucking great fighter, man. Love the guy. Think he's ace fighter. I just wish he's another one who would do a little bit more. But Regis Prograde fuck Ben up, man. He'd fuck him up big time. Don't mean keep swearing, but Conor Ben, sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Until I see you fighting, right? This guy was saying to me, he's had no experience, no amateur experience. I said, listen, mate, don't come that learning on the job shit with me. The man's had 20 professional boxing fights and he's been a pro boxer for 6 years. Now, if he hadn't learned his fucking craft in 6 years, then it's time to get out. Because you won't go to a fucking job and try to be a fucking bricklayer, and if you haven't learnt it in 6 years, you ain't gonna learn no money. You're getting sacked, so jog on, mate. Get out of it with that bullshit. He's had 20 professional fights now. He should be, next fight, David Anavician. If he beats David Anavician, which I'd give the guy major credit if he did, go across the pond, fight Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis. Virgil Ortiz only had 17 fights, 18 fights. So he's had less fights than Conor Ben. And I can't never see fucking Conor Ben beating Green Machine. I think Green Machine would give him that work, man. Kavaliakis or whatever he's called. Kavaliakis would do a number on him. I get slated for this. You fucking hating on. No, I'm not hating on Brits. I'm just hating on fucking bullshit. I see the hype train. I've seen it. I saw it from day one. You got put on your arse off that French lad, and that French lad fucked him up. So when he goes across to America, if he ever does, mate, he ain't beating Virgil Ortiz and fucking ice him, man. He'd ice him. So would Boots. Eddie Hearn done like Anavician's manager. Yeah, well, here's another one. I did a video on that. Frank Warren, who manages David Anavician, sent a contract or offered him 500, was it 500 grand? 500,000 to fight Conor Ben. Didn't want no. Didn't want no. Got sent straight back. Why? Why do you not want to fight David Anavician? Everyone over here is calling for that fight. I'll tell you, plain and simple. Because you're going to get iced. And if you get iced off him, then the hype train's over. Just like how it is for AJ with Usyk. You know, don't get me wrong, I had AJ to beat Usyk. I thought he was going... Usyk showed me something what I never thought he had. I thought he was too small for AJ. AJ was bigger, longer, hit harder. I just thought he was just going to bully him. But how wrong was I? And how wrong can you be in boxing? But I ain't wrong about Conor Ben, mate. I'm telling you, I was right. I wasn't. I'm not. I don't always get everything right, but I was never wrong about fucking Daniel Dubois neither. I told everyone 2 years before that fight happened. And when it got cancelled, and a year later after COVID, I told everyone that he was going to get beat off Joe Joyce. And there wasn't many people who believed me, but he fucking did. And I even predicted the round right. That's about the only claim to fame I've got. Conor Benn is scared to fight. Exactly, Ricky. There's another one. He's. I'm sorry, mate. I don't like Conor Benn's attitude. This fucking. He's very arrogant. He thinks he's fucking some like I don't know. He just thinks he's somewhat what he's not. He's very arrogant when you listen to him on the interviews. I'm this and I'm that, and I'm fucking. I smell blood and all over him. And yeah, he's, like I say, I'm going round in circles, but it's all right when you're fighting fucking 38-year-old stiffs and washed up people like that. Yeah, the Queen, Lala D. Fucking hell, never seen. Oh, you must have because you got a rent. Salute to you anyway, Lala. I hope you're good, sister. I hope you're good. But yeah, that's that's just how it is. Conor Ben's until I see someone fighting someone half decent. So who have you all got then for this Batavia fight? 'Cause I'm fucking going on one now. I know I asked a few people earlier. Frank Warren thought Dubois was going to be exactly. And you see there though, Ricky, the problem was. Oh, salute to you, Queen. The problem was there, Ricky. Frank Warren rushed Daniel Dubois. He rushed him because he had no amateur background. Not like what Joe Joyce did. Joe Joyce has an Olympic background and been an Olympian for years. Lala's put Batavia round 9 KO. Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying Batavia because I think Bataviev's a freak, but I don't know. I can smell an upset somewhere. Marcus Brown is a slick fighter, man, but if he switches off, he's getting iced. Bataviev cannot root for a guy like Brown. Why? How come? I thought you would do with him being from the US. Cool breeze. What's he done? Frank Warren rushed Anthony Yard too. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But Yard now though, Ricky Yard needs to be fucking rushed now, bro, because he ain't doing nothing. Now he's corrected what went wrong. He should never have lost to Lyndon Arthur. Now Yard needs to push. He needs to push. He needs to go and fight Bivol or someone. I'm just not strung up on Bivol. Me, I just don't think he's. I don't know. I don't see something what people think. A lot of people saying, "Oh, Bivol says." I just don't see it with Bivol. Gabe's put Ben needs to keep polishing up on his fundamentals. Yeah, he does. He doesn't use. He's got no jab. He's got no bloody jab. He has 4 domestic violence cases in. Ah, yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, I heard he was a bit of a woman beater, isn't he? Loss. What do you reckon about the Anthony Hard win over Lyndon Arthur? I hope there's some more good fights from Lyndon, and his vision might offer him many. Yeah. I was a bit surprised because I did have Lyndon Arthur to beat him again, but Yard showed that killer instinct, and I don't know why Lyndon Arthur couldn't get off the ropes. Yard just stuck him there like super glue and just beat him up. But yeah, I can't like Lyndon Arthur. Well, he's a Manchester boy, which isn't far from me. So yeah, I've got love for Lyndon Arthur. I got Marcus Brown winning tonight, bro. Right, so Ricky's going with Marcus Brown. Who have you got, Dub? Bruce goes. She's speaking to Bruce goes. Yard is a deal. Yard has a deal in place to fight the winner between Joe Smith and Callum Johnson. Yes, right. That's interesting. That's very interesting, Law, because we've just been on about that fight before. Ricky 245 will be awesome. Told you excuse me, should bet on him. Batervio, late KO. Right, so Law's going for that Batervio. I think majority of people are going for Batervio, aren't they? Yeah, that's very interesting now you've said that, Law. Yeah, because I think yards. Frank Warren's got something to do with the WBO. I know. Is it Pamper Bob owns it, or is the majority shareholder of it at Summit? But I know Frank Warren's got links to it as well. That's a good ass fight. That Callum Johnson, Joe Smith. That's a good fight. I'm looking forward to that. There's uh, there's lots of fights this weekend. Yeah, I need to. I need, like I say, I've not been on here for a while. Cool breeze. When Smith versus Johnson. 15th of January. 15th of January. What do you all think about Leonard Ellaby going on one just lately? That was making me laugh. Leonard Ellaby's fucking. I didn't know he was like that. So he was going to beat Eddie Hearn up and shit. That was funny. That Parker Chisora. Yeah, we've just been on about that cool breeze. I'm not interested in that, but I will watch it. I will watch it. I think Parker's going to duff him up. Um, that'll be a good. Is it David Benavidez? He's been ordered to fight David Lemieux sometime soon as well. I think David Lemieux, good puncher, but I don't, I don't know. I think Benavidez will fucking ice him. Oh yeah. Um, what? When's Tank fighting? Loz, imagine if Hearn and Ellaby had a boxing fight. It might break my pay per view records. Yeah, I'm going against. I'm going against Peterviev. What against him? Or are you going for him, DT? Yeah, it would be funny, wouldn't it? Eddie Hearn, the Iceman. Ellaby better sit down. He's probably Julian Leon Love inspiring and went to his head. Yeah, I got Eddie Hearn beating up Ellaby if they fight. Do you know what? Eddie Hearn's a big dude, you know, man. He's a big fucking dude. He's like 6 foot fucking six or something, and about 18 stone. He's a big. I know he's slimish, but he's a big dude. Benavidez is going to use his weight and height against Lemieux. Yeah, Lemieux's getting knocked out there. I like Benavidez, man. I think he's a ruthless fucker. LB having a midlife crisis, lol. Yeah, it was funny. But the thing is, Eddie Hearn he's told many lies over here and many lies over there. But Eddie Hearn did a video once. He did an interview with, I think it was Boxing Social, and he said he had a was it an amateur record of 4-0 fights, and he had three by way of knockout. And this channel over here called Porky's Corner made me laugh. Was asking anyone for video footage of Eddie Hearn fighting and any of his fights, and it was just Eddie Hearn talking shit, but fucking made me laugh. He's never put on a pair of gloves. Eddie Hearn is the same height as AJ Loss. Right, yeah, so what's AJ? 6'6", 6'5"? Gotta be, aren't he? Salute MJ. What's Mike put? Batervia. Yeah, he's going for Batervia. Mr. Pads, salute to you, bro. You're definitely getting a wrench. Salute to you, Mr. Pads. What's he put? Eddie Hearn. What's going on now? Right, don't know. I'll definitely give you a wrench. It should come through in a minute. Salute Loz. City were winning the league against Chelsea, dropping points. Yeah, you know that. You know City have got it covered, Mr. Pads. Eddie Hills. That's it. Yeah, and he said the commentator called him Eddie Hills instead of Eddie Hearn by accident. So, yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Pads. Anytime, bro. Yes, that's what he said. The commentator called him, the ring announcer called him Eddie Hills instead of Eddie Hearn, the 4-0 Iceman from fucking wherever he's from. Fucking bullshitting bastard Eddie Hearn is full of shit. Remember 2 weeks ago, those boxers were towering over Eddie at the weigh-in. They were giants. I didn't see that, Lala. I've not been watching any boxing. I've not seen a fight since the Bud Porter fight. That was the last fight I saw. I remember that loss. Yeah, he's a bullshit, really, Volts. And Porky called him out, calling him Eddie Hills. And Ultratech did. Yeah, he's full of shit, Eddie Hills. Eddie Hills, the 4-0 Iceman from Billericay. And he's never had a fucking fight in his life. But I've not seen any fights. I just saw the knockout of the Anthony Yard and Lyndon Arthur fight. That's it. I've not seen. Tank fought on the 5th of this month, Loz. Tank's fought on the 5th. What? No. Tank's fighting soon, isn't he? I don't know when Tank's fighting. I know he's fighting that Isaac Cruz or whatever it's called. Loz, do you follow any of the women boxers in the UK? No, I don't, bro. I used to watch Katie Taylor, but after I seen Delphine Pursoon beat her, and she never got that decision, I stopped watching it. So I thought it was disgusting. Delphine Pursoon beat the brakes off her, but they didn't give it her. It's not Eddie, it's Edward, Loz. Get it right, lol. Loz, what do you make of Sonny Edwards? Sonny Edwards? Is he the brother of Charlie Edwards, isn't he? I don't watch a lot of him, but I don't like his brother, Charlie Edwards, the one who got duffed up off that Mexican guy. They disqualified him. He won the belt, beat his brother, won the belt. Then Eddie Hills put in a complaint saying that he hit him when he was on the floor. So they stripped the Mexican fella of the WBC belt, give it back to his brother, Charlie. And then the WBC made the Mexican fella #1 mandatory to fight Charlie again. Then Charlie, being a shitbag, dropped the belt and moved up a league. And then come out with an excuse, said he couldn't make the weight. Fucking shitbag. So no, I don't like his brother, but Sonny don't bother me. Oh, rat man. Loz, what's going on with your guy Florian? I don't know, mate. He didn't look too good in his last fight. I wasn't impressed at all. He seems like he's lost his power, Gil. He doesn't seem to sit down on his punches now. He seems like he just wants to box all the time, and he seems like he's lost a bit of his power. He's already fought, Loz. Who, Tank has? Tank hasn't already fought, has he? I must have missed. That's what I mean. That's how far behind on boxing I am. Tank is fighting soon again. Oh, right. I didn't even know Tank had fought, mate. Like I say, that's how far behind on boxing I am. Alex Santos. Tank won a decision against Cruz. Oh, right. Fucking hell, man. I didn't even know that. Wow. That's what happens when you don't stay in touch on boxing and YouTube. I didn't even know. I thought Tank was fighting early next year because I know the fight got cancelled because Rowley had been up to something, hadn't he, with women or doing something, whatever he'd been doing. Rainbow Rowley had been up to no good, and and then I found out he was fighting that Cruz, and I thought it was next year. Alex Santos, no, Loz is a bit behind that. Yeah, I'm well behind Lala. Bruce, I remember that, Loz. Maurizio Sulman overturned the Martinez decision. Yeah, at ringside, live on Sky. It was a joke. Yeah, he beat him up. He fucking Martinez beat Charlie Edwards' ass, beat him up, and then they stripped him of the belt, and then they give the belt back to Charlie Edwards, and then made Martinez #1 mandatory, and fucking Charlie Edwards, being a shitbag, dropped the belt and fucking moved up a division, and then cried saying he couldn't make the fucking weight. Stormy, salute to you, bro. OG, salute to you. Hope you're good, Stormy. Hope you're good out there. What time is the fight on over there in America? So just so I know what time it's on over here, because I'm going to tune in and watch KQ call that fight. It is. The time is. What's the time now over here? It's 20 to 11 over here. Loz, do you think Conor Benn will remain in the shadows of his father, or do you think he could surpass his dad? No, no. Sorry, no. I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm not saying he couldn't, Mr. Pads. What I'm saying at this moment in time, what I'm seeing him doing, I would say no. And the reason I'm saying that is because I can't give Conor Benn any credit till I see him fighting. I can give him credit, but I can't give him credit now until I see it now. There's no bullshit with Conor Benn now in my eyes. He's got to step up. I don't want to be seeing these fucking uh, Vargoses and these washed up fucking Chris Algieri's 8:30. Right, so 8:30. What will that be over here? It's going to be about fucking. It's going to be about half two in the morning then, something like that. Half two out of three. No, I don't see. And then the reason why I'm saying that is because I just his dad, Nigel Benn, fair credit to the lad. He he beat fucking Jarrell McCallum, man. Jarrell McCallum was my second favourite fighter of all time. Jarrell McCallum, and no one, even me, no one gave Nigel Benn, no one gave him a prayer and hope of beating McCallum. There is a, you can say, should the fight have been stopped in the first? Was it the first round? Because McClellan knocked him through the ropes, and he got count. He took a count longer than what he should have done. I don't know, but an absolute tragedy what happened to Gerald McCallum. But you can't blame Nigel Benn for that. You blame his cornermen for that. They should have pulled him out as soon as he was squinting. I remember sitting watching that fight live in the pub. I love Gerald McCall, man. Great fighter, ferocious fighter. Never forget that when he knocked out Julian Jackson that first time. Great, great fighter, man. Would have loved to have seen what he'd have done if he'd have got carried on. But no, I just don't see it at the moment. Loz, how long do you think Cambosis will hold on to them belts? I don't know. I never seen Cambosis fight. I've got a good friend of mine. He comes on the channel sometimes. Canvas. He said months and months ago that Cambosis was the one to watch out for in that one. Is it 140 division? Not 140, 135 division. And I'd never heard of him. And then next thing I know, I didn't pay that. I lost a bit of love for Teofimo Lopez because he's just that shit fucking going around saying he's undisputed and flying all the way over to meet Canelo at his fight so he can just have pictures with him. And then Canelo told him that he wasn't undisputed. That was hilarious. I can't. And his dad's a prick. Always talking shit. His dad's a fucking whopper. So I don't know. I don't think Lopez would ever beat Cambosis again after what I saw from the fight. I've only seen clips of it, but I've heard people talking about Lomachenko fighting him. Don't know. You got to give the guy credit, man. He pulled it off. Stormy says Cambosis will hold those belts. Yeah. Well, Stormy says something. I listened to Stormy because over the last fucking 3 or 4 fights, Stormy's called him. He called that Terence Crawford and Porter to perfection, Stormy. Credit there, bro. You called that to perfection. And I never believed you that Bud was going to stop Porter. I can remember saying it to you. You were on me live, and I said, nah, no chance. I said he'd beat him, but he ain't stopping Porter. Porter's a dog, man. But I like Porter, man. Cypress Hill, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, good brother. Mr. Pads has put, I remember that video, Ben meeting McCallum after the injuries. Yeah, do you know what? I made a video about that and it took me fucking about 2 days making. This was years ago, and I deleted it. I wish I'd have never done that. I spent the whole fucking weekend doing research and video clips and video footage of when Ben met Ben 10 years later when Nigel Benn went and met Gerald McClellan again in a wheelchair. Yeah, it's awful, man. Ferocious fighter, man. Gerald McClellan, loved him. Great. That's fighters like that. What I miss. I think what the boxing world misses. Everyone loves a knockout artist, don't they? Agree. George. He's a very underrated fighter. Yeah. Well, I'm listening to Stormy because Stormy calls them as it is. Lala Dilo. Oh, what's Lala? But Lala, he didn't want to listen to us when we tried to tell her. Yeah, exactly, Queen. Exactly. You're right there. You're damn right there. That was fucking hilarious. That, and I remember watching KQ when he did the live on it. I didn't comment. I just got home from the gym and I was watching KQ, and I was fucking laughing my head off when he was saying like he went over there and flew his belts all over to Vegas to just go and have a picture taken with Canelo, and then Canelo told him he wasn't undisputed. He must have been fucking devastated. But yeah, he's come off of some shit though. Lopez has just of late, and then he got a good ass whooping, didn't he, off Cambosis? Stormy's put now lost. Wait until Bud stops Spence. What will everyone say then? They will come for me. Well, you did, Stormy, mate. I can't fault you, mate. I can't fault you, bro. 9 out of 10 times you call it out and you call it right. Gotta give credit where credit's due, brother. I've always known I've always known that you know your boxing, Stormy. I've always known that. I've had endless conversations with you, bro, and I've always known you know your boxing. But your predictions, man, you call your predictions and you get them bang on, mate. You get them bang on, and I can't fault you for that. I sat here with you once on a live, and I didn't argue with you, but I disagreed with you for a good half an hour, and I was saying, nah, he ain't stopping Porter, man. No chance. He's not stopping Porter, and you were saying he fucking is, and he's gonna whoop his ass, and he did. And I heard people saying, I heard a few channels saying they had Porter up, and I was like, really? I watched that fight twice, and I was like, nah, I didn't have Porter up at all. I had Bud just fucking played with him, and I don't know. I just see he was lunging, and every time he come in, he was getting caught. Bud's a very, very special fighter, man. Very, very special. You should be proud to have a fighter like that coming from your country. It's just a shame with Bud because he don't do many interviews with people. He gets flack for not fighting decent fighters and stuff like that. And as I got to go, yeah, no worries, Mike. Salute to you, brother. I'm getting off myself in a minute. I'm not going to be on too longer. But I'll give you a ring later, Mike, if you want. See how you are. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying now um, about Bud. He's just a, and I think he'll be one of them fighters who will. He probably won't get the full credit until he retires. When he's retired, then people will actually realise what a special fighter he really is. I mean, everyone knows he's a talented fighter, but I just think fighters like that you just don't get fighters like that no more. Um, I think Spence will fight the Canadian kid in a double header with the other Charlo brother on pay per view. Yeah, could do. Loz, let me join for a minute. Too much. Yeah, of course you can, bro. Yeah, yeah, no worries. Let me invite you now. Gmail. Come on, you stupid thing. Yeah, no worries, Stormy. There's Stormy. Got you. Sending it now, Stormy. What do you think about Danny Jacobs and Johnny Ryder? February. Said that now, Stormy. Just check your email, bro. Uh, what do you think about? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I like. I don't. I like Danny Jacobs, but I ain't seen him fight since Canelo fight. Um, and to be honest, Dub, I don't think I've ever seen that John Ryder. And that's I'm not lying. In 12th in the UK, right? I'll have to watch that. Shadow, salute to you, brother. I like Spence. I think Crawford will beat him. I like Spence, but I think Crawford will beat him. Yeah, it's fucking interesting fight. Here's the OG now. He's here. What up,
Yo,
Stormy?
man, what's good?
Yeah, I'm good. To you, bro.
Hey, man, thanks for inviting me on, man. Yeah, I just wanted to,
You're
follow up
welcome.
on what I was writing in there because, sometimes when you write things, people, you can read it in a different type of manner of which is being expressed.
Yeah,
Basically, what I'm speaking about is Bud Crawford is better than people have given him credit for. And there are a lot of people that are, at the end of the day, going to be disappointed because he is a man who has gone through the areas that he's gone and he has been better than everything he's faced. And even
yeah,
since moving to welterweight now, you could say that he's knocked out what, 7 straight men?
yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah. He
this is
has. Yeah,
nothing to play with here. And people are still finding reasons to not credit the man for being as good as he is. And you just said something a moment ago about he, being in that situation. See something on my shirt. He being in that position that when his career ends, that's when people are
yeah,
going to acknowledge his accomplishments. But I'll tell you this, if he were not as good as he is,
yeah,
Earl Spence would have fought him a long time ago.
yeah. Good
Bolts
point.
UK wrote something in the chat there that was very important. He says that Al Heyman is not ready to put that type of fight right now because they still figure they have some hay that they want to make. And that's understandable. That's business in
Yeah,
boxing. Most business in boxing, which is why I wrote earlier in the chat that Kambosos will hold those belts through 2022. Now, who he will be fighting is
mm,
anybody's guess because they'll pull a bait and switch. They'll make it like, oh, he couldn't come to a deal with this guy that you wanted to see him in, so he's fighting this guy. But the idea is for him to make a little money while he
yeah,
has those belts in his possession. He won't stall out like Tio did. Tio held the belts for a year, and then
yeah,
when he
yeah,
defended
yeah.
them, he
That's
lost.
true.
So it
Yeah,
won't be
yeah,
that
yeah. On
situation.
his first defense.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
with Bud Crawford and Earl, it's definitely the hottest fight in boxing. Has been really for
mm,
the past few years, but I never thought that Bud was ducking or whatever. I even understood what he was saying about the purse split when they were arguing over that. But at
yeah,
the end of the day, what really comes to light is this: if he were not as good as he is,
yeah,
they would have jumped on him. Remember
yeah.
when
True.
Jeff Horn had the belt before Bud, right? After
Yeah,
defeating
I beat
Pacquiao,
Pacquiao. Yeah,
many people felt that he didn't really beat Pacquiao. They
yeah,
felt like, you know, he got a hometown decision or whatever. But how many of those guys wanted Jeff Horn right away? Huh?
yeah. True. Yeah,
You can go back to even Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wanted him. Danny wanted him. Earl wanted him. Uh, Porter wanted him. Everybody.
yeah,
All of that want went away when Bud defeated him.
yeah, yeah.
And remember, people were talking about, I don't know, I think Horn might be a little too strong for Bud and blah, 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 right?
Yes, he did.
That was what
Yes,
people were
he
saying.
fucking did,
And you
Storm. You're right
cannot,
there.
you could go back,
Mm,
look at the videos yourself. People were saying those
mm.
things.
Yeah,
Every
Bud's
time
too
Bud
small.
had opposition in front of him, it was
Mm,
always given to someone having the opportunity against him. And he always made them pay.
yeah,
Made them pay with their words, their predictions, and also took away any question whether or not they were competitive. When will people learn? I don't
Yeah,
know. And I don't try to say this like I'm some type of guru or something like that. I'm saying it because if you really pay attention to the sport of boxing, it's not that it's not that difficult to separate the wheat from the chaff. It's like
yeah,
there are who are placeholders. There are some people who will reign, and there are some people who can just take things to another level,
yeah,
and you just be waiting for them to be defeated, and they never get defeated like that in light of the way you would want to see it. Go
yeah,
back to Lennox Lewis.
yeah,
Lennox Lewis, because he came from over there, had roots in Canada, gold medalist in the heavyweight division. You know, all he was doing was being a winner. And everybody wanted to see him lose, whether it was his accent or whatever. He was kind of a regal guy, reserved and stuff, and spoke with confidence that came across as arrogance and stuff like that. And everybody was saying, man, I can't wait till somebody knock that dude out. I can't wait till somebody whoop his butt and this and that.
yeah,
He just kept winning, kept winning. And guess what? He beat everybody's favorite fighters. He beat Mike Tyson. He beat Holyfield. He just won. He was the best.
yeah. He
End of
was
the
a fucking
day,
brilliant fighter, Lewis. Yeah,
he now holds the thing like they take a Marciano retiring undefeated, right? Yeah, that's nice, 49-0. But Lewis retired having beaten virtually every man he faced in the ring for his entire career.
yeah,
That's better than 49-0.
yeah, yeah.
Because even
He
the ones who
avenged him,
had a
didn't he?
victory over came back and defeated them. So there's nobody besting him.
Yeah,
Nobody. You could speculate who could have bested Marciano. Tyre Young. There were still fighters on the table. Floyd Patterson was coming. Sonny Liston was coming. So it's like you just don't know. But with Lewis, just like he said, at the end of the day, he wanted to rid the heavyweight division of all the misfits, and he fought them all.
yeah,
He
yeah.
fought
He
Ray
did
Mercer. He fought
a lot of bird.
David Tua. He fought all
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
at the end of the day, what can you say about the man? He retired undisputed.
yeah. That was a beautiful thing about it.
Yeah.
Do you know
And you
what?
got to give him his respect.
You know what I hate though, Storm. You know, some when he made them comments about AJ not. You remember when all the AJ Wilder saga was going on, all over the money and all that stuff a few years back. Lewis came out and did an interview with someone. I can't remember who it was, and he said like AJ needs basically what he said is AJ needs to grow up there and go over to America and fight Wilder and start fighting in the States. The whole country turned on him. He wasn't British anyway. He wasn't British. Nothing. Lewis is a hater. He's jealous of AJ. They were putting and all. I read all the comments, and he wasn't British anyway. And it was only because they didn't like, and that's the reason why Anthony Joshua doesn't like Lennox. It's only one thing because Lennox basically told him, didn't tell him, but was offering him advice what he should and how he should conduct himself and go
Right.
about his business, and he didn't like it, and
Right.
that got me angry. That
Yeah. Because you know what it is? We're in a pacifist circumstantial society right now where they will placate people to make them feel good about themselves instead of challenging people to bring the best out of individuals. You see it
yeah,
in the school system, you see it in the justice system, you see it in the political system, and now the competitive sports system, professional sports. You're seeing it where someone who can be moderate or sub-level gets favorable consideration because, well, they're giving it their best or they're participating. That's all. No, what matters is winners and losers. And
of
when
course,
you lose, you're supposed to learn from losing in order
That's what
to
makes.
consider if you really want to be a winner.
Yeah, that's what makes you
It's
better,
not
doesn't it? Learn
given.
from your mistakes.
Yeah, it's not a given. It's something that a person has to be challenged toward to be able to define where they want to be. Because remember, you got a lot of guys now taking step aside money in the sport of boxing, not
Yeah,
because they don't want to challenge themselves, but because the step aside money is more substantial than some of the money that they receive if they did fight. So where's the
facts.
motivation for taking the fight?
Yeah,
Canelo moved through a couple of divisions where men took step aside money, names that you know and
yeah,
are champions today.
yeah.
They stepped aside because that was easier than getting in the ring and
And
rolling up their
facing him.
sleeves to go to
Facts.
work. And
Facts.
that's not acceptable by people like myself. I don't give
No, me neither,
credit for
bro.
that.
Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. But that's the way that's what I mean, Stormy. That's why I don't know, bro. But the boxing today, mate, it just pisses me off. And that's why I'm very inactive on here now, Stormy. I don't make many videos, don't do live stream. So I can't I don't want to give these guys airtime, Stormy, because it's frustrating talking about it, isn't it, bro?
I
You know,
agree with you. I totally feel that way. That's why I've stopped doing certain breakdown videos or pre-fight videos. I just do my lives
yeah,
and I'll talk about fights in the post-fight show and stuff. But I started thinking about that because there's enough people who do that stuff, and I know people have variety that they like, but
yeah.
I don't want to waste my time talking about
You
certain
know, Stormy.
individuals when I know that they don't approach the sport with the type of fervor that I respect. So it's a
100.
waste for me to do
Yeah,
that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I'm sorry if it offends some. So what? You
yeah.
offended, you'll get over it, just like you get over everything else, huh? Or it'll just be a mole on your ass. I don't care because you know
Yeah,
what? When someone does something very well, just like let's look at Isak Cruz, right?
yeah,
Now, I respect Tank Davis. I don't respect the people that are running his career, but I respect Tank Davis because he goes out there and he gets the job done. He does his job. But Isak Cruz rose to another level when he
yeah.
fought Tank.
I didn't
And
even know
you have
they'd
to
fought
admit that that
Stormy.
fight is better than anything that possibly would have happened with Rolly, right?
Yeah,
So why isn't Doc being considered to be a man that is a little bit better than they had thought going into that?
yeah,
That's not saying he made name off of Tank. All he needed was the opportunity to be shown how good he really is. Now, I've gone on record to say this. There are other guys that on that night, Isak would have defeated. I think he could have defeated Devin Haney. I'll tell you why. Because Devin fights a certain type of rhythm and boxes within that. But Isak has the type of style that's going to give Devin trouble. And he's going to put the pressure to, he can pressure a guy into making mistakes. When you
yeah,
start to make a mistake against a kid like Isak with the style he has, that's all he needs is the opportunity. You see?
yeah,
And you look at it, it's interesting because it's not until a man is challenged, then it kicks in whether he's a real fighter or not.
I know what you're saying, mate.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'll
Was
tell
it?
you something.
Was
What
it?
we
I mean,
saw,
I didn't even know they'd fought Stormy because this is what I'm saying. I've not watched no boxing since the Porter Spence fight.
Mhm.
Do you think was it if he fought that good? Do you think he was a case of that he was given that opportunity, so he tried to grab it by the scruff of the neck? If he fought that good,
you talking about Isak Cruz?
yeah, yeah. Do you know,
Well,
like, because you get
he,
some
he
fighters, they get that
he
one
didn't go
chance.
in as an opponent. They picked him as an
Yeah,
opponent.
that's what I
But
mean, Stormy.
he didn't go in with the mentality of a opponent. He
Opponent,
went
yeah,
in with the mentality to try to win. And
facts.
that's a
That's what I'm trying to
testament to
say.
Tank.
Yeah,
That's a testament to Tank and his abilities because we've Tank knocking guys out,
Mm.
displaying power and things of that nature. But I'm going to tell you, Tank can box as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the fact that he could box, that saved him. Because even when he hurt
Right.
his hand and he
I'm gonna
couldn't
have to
land the
watch this
power shots
fight.
that he needed to land to keep Isak honest, what happened is he was able to put those things on display and not make it a battle where he was always in the trenches with Isak. In other words, he had enough versatility to
Yeah,
put separation between he and Isak. Isak's style is a limited style, but it's effective against a lot of guys of today because a lot of guys of today are pretenders. They are
yeah,
not true fighters, not true champions. A lot of them are titleists. Tank is a true fighter, and his versatility was just enough to separate the two. But I'm telling you right now, Isak can beat a lot of guys.
right.
He
I'm
can.
gonna have to watch this. I've missed it. I'm gonna watch this. It sounds like it was a scrap or something.
He is. Go back and watch it if you haven't
Yeah,
watched it. It's quite entertaining. And Tank
right.
hurt his hand somewhere in the middle rounds, like rounds 5 or 6 or something, and the fight went the distance. So you have to give the man credit for fighting with
Oh,
one hand for the
yeah,
bulk
yeah,
of the fight. But you also
right.
give, and I'll tell you something. Watch that fight, but go back and watch a couple of Isak's fights before that fight because I think he fought on ESPN cards. I
Mm.
think, but the thing about it, what you see is he made adjustments defensively, specifically for Tank, because
Right.
against the other guys he was wading in on them, right? But against
Yeah,
Tank, he kept his defense tight, knowing that Tank is a puncher and everything. And that's how Tank ended up hurting the hand because I think on one of those uppercuts, he caught him on the forearm or something and it bent
right.
his wrist back bad or he hit a knuckle or something. But it's just great seeing a guy make adjustments that he knows that will help him stay in the fight. And that's what
Yeah.
Isak did.
So by the sounds of this, and like the young man's put his on the map, then has he?
Yeah.
He's put his mark on the map, as they say.
Yeah.
Am I going
He's
to
a real
watch
fighter.
this?
He's a
Cool,
real
cool.
fighter. I'll
Right,
tell you,
I'm gonna.
I like to see him in there with Cambosos because
Yeah.
their styles mesh for a good fight, because
Are they the
Cambosos,
same weight, or are they?
yeah,
Is he?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why this past month, man, has been the month of lightweights, bro. That's what it's been.
Right.
135
I get
pounds.
confused with Tank because he's 1 minute he's up, then he's down, then he
Well, he vacated the 140-pound belt that he won from what was his name? Barrios.
cruise. Oh, Barrios, yeah.
He
Right.
vacated that.
So what's he done? Has he stayed at 140 now, or has he gone back
No,
down
he's
to
gonna be at
135?
135 for
Right.
now. For now.
Right. Well, there's fuck all in between 130 and 135, 140 and 135 anyway, is it?
Hmm?
I say there's nothing in it between like weight wise. It's only £5, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so you can make that easy. Right, Stormy, I'm gonna have to get up out of here, bro. But that was quality speaking to you. I'm gonna.
Yes, sir.
It's getting late over here. It's like 11 o'clock. What time? Oh, someone said half 8. So, are you picking quickly, Stormy, for the Marcus Brown fight and Peterviev?
B2B. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Artur, man.
Mm,
This is no slight against Brown.
yeah.
I've said my thoughts and feelings about Brown, but Brown is a good fighter,
Mm,
but I don't know that he's going to be able to hang in there for what he's going to feel from Artur. Artur's a strong man.
yeah,
I've
he's
had
a
a chance
freak,
to
isn't
have
he?
several conversations with John Scully, who works, with him and trains him.
Yes, I remember you telling me this. Yeah, he's trainer. Yes, I remember
Uh,
this.
Artur is a different type of individual. He's a truth serum guy. In other words, if you're not what you're supposed to be, he's going to bring that out of you.
Yes.
And I know that Brown is now working with Derek James, and with all due respect to Derek James, he's having tremendous success. out of his camp with the fighters he's working with.
So, yeah.
But maybe Brown might have needed a couple of more camps with James to get adjusted, acclimated to what James would expect from him. Because remember, Gavoskic was no bum.
No, I was
He
on
beat
about
up
that on
Adonis
it. Yeah.
Stevenson, right? He beat
Man,
up
that guy
Adonis
could hit, couldn't he?
Stevenson.
Ball stick.
When he got in there with Bitterbeef, that there was something that transpired after like 3, almost 4 rounds where
Yeah.
Gavoskic knew he couldn't win.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to go on. And Teddy Atlas kept putting him out there.
Yeah.
And
he did.
eventually,
I forgot Teddy was his trainer. Yeah.
and eventually he wore Gavoskic down,
So I said earlier, yeah.
and it's just that physicality that can weigh on you mentally, man.
Of course. I always say that, Stormy. It's very demoralising when you're throwing everything you've got and the fucking kitchen sink at somebody and you just can't get rid of them. And that's what, like you just said, that's how he beat Vol. Because I had Volstick winning that fight. For the first, like you say, 3 or 4 rounds, Volstick was fucking out punching him, out jabbing him, just out completely outboxing him. But Baturviev is a freak. He's like a Terminator. He just keeps coming forward.
He's a different type of being. And remember that last fight he had against Dines. Dines was doing okay in the first couple of rounds. It ended up being a late round stoppage, but Dines took a lot of punishment, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know that Brown can take the punishment that Dines took. See, you have to remember, I said that about being a truth serum. If you can take it, you can be in it. Anything can happen. But when you can't take it, it don't matter how good you are. Eventually, it's going to get to you. And you're going to tap out because you're going to be like, man, I can't do nothing. And that's what I think is going to happen here. If Brown wins, pulls out an upset, which it would be, salute to him. But until it's proven, I gotta roll with Baturviev, and I gotta roll with where I see somebody. Remember, he doesn't do the things that a lot of these guys do. Burn the candle at both ends. He's a devout Muslim. He lives a pretty clean life. He likes to box, and he wants to box quality opposition. He doesn't want to just line his record up with guys he's like, that guy's supposed to be good. Okay, let's fight that guy. That's who he is.
That's why I don't rate Bivol, Stormy, because I don't see Bivol. Bivol's just a hijacker of that belt. He's a hijacker. He's had that WBA belt and he's fighting bums. Yeah, at least Baturviev, he's trying to fight. He's got some good names on his record. Volstick, Callum Johnson. If he beats Marcus Brown, he's got some good names there. And my only thing with Baturviev is his age. But I don't know if he's going to slow down. But he's cracking on a bit.
But see, that's the thing about boxing too. When you talk about the age of the fighters, right? We're living in a different time where age can fact when you're burning the candle both ends. You're doing a lot of the, living outside the ring that you shouldn't, not disciplined. Okay.
Yeah.
You live in an undisciplined life and everything. That's not this guy.
No, true. Yeah.
And let's just tell the truth here. He comes down from 200 pounds to fight. He always has, even when he was boxing amateur. So it's like, that's discipline.
Oh,
the scale said that he was a couple of ounces off yesterday when they did the weigh-in. The scale said that he was a couple of ounces off and everything. But I look at that like this: how long they've been out of the ring, not fighting and all of that. But also that he was disciplined to cut himself enough to the weight where even if he had to go back, work something off a couple hours later and come back and make the scales. It's not like, he was really fat.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's a little bit different from, what you've seen of bad habits. And let's just put it like this, man. When somebody is good like that, as I indicated earlier about like someone like Bud, it's not until someone actually beats them that you can say, okay, now I see there's a blueprint, here was a loophole, there's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm looking to tune in. I know KQKC said he would do his live about an hour from now. It's it's
Yeah. I'm gonna.
5:16 my time here now. About
Yeah.
6:30 is when he's gonna go live. The broadcast, I believe, starts at 7.
Right.
So,
Okay. I'm gonna get ready. Tune in for that then.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And just quickly, Storm, before we get up out of there. Oh, 88 Sports Talk. Salute to you, brother.
Yeah, salute 88.
Mr. Patterson, but he's talking to Dub.
I see
Dub.
L Dub is out there too. L Dub is everywhere, man.
Yeah, puts that work in, don't he? And Lala,
Yes,
Lala
sir.
gets everywhere as well. And to be fair, Stormy, just before you go, you never hear anything about Baterviev in the paper, do you? Or
I'm
media
telling you,
being
he lives
drunk
a
or,
disciplined life, man. He lives a
yeah.
disciplined life. You
And
have
he
to
lives a
respect
quiet
that.
life, doesn't he?
Yeah. And look at this. Let me draw a comparison here.
Mm.
Who else did we know that was pretty damn good that lived a quiet life? You don't hear about them until they fight. Bud.
Yeah.
Okay. Wilder. Huh?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
those are examples. These
Yeah.
are men who, when it's time to fight, the light switch goes on.
Business.
That's when. But when they're not fighting, they're back out, enjoying their lives with their families
Fishing
and
and
everything.
stuff like that, yeah, with his
You know?
family. That's bang on, Stormy. Well, you know me, bro. I'm going to follow you on this. I'm going for Baterviev then. I didn't know. I thought Marcus Brown might box his way to a victory, but then I thought if he's like you say, if he's gonna be like Volstick and he hit him with everything he's got, Baterviev's
The
fucking
thing is, can Brown box his way from 1 to 12 without getting hurt or sustaining much punishment?
yeah, exactly.
That's
And the guy's got
the question right there.
yeah,
And then also, can he hurt Baterviev? Can he hurt him?
because he can
we've
take a
never
punch.
seen the guy hurt.
Baterviev can as well, can't he?
Yeah, we've never seen the guy hurt.
Like you say, Volstick, man, that guy could bang, and Volstick, he just bounced off him, didn't he?
Dude, he beat Volstick up, man. That's why I'm saying. And Teddy, that's why
terrible.
I kind of fault Teddy, because Teddy kept pushing his charge out there when the guy was like clearly a couple of rounds before the fight was finally stopped. Volstick didn't want anymore. He was like, man,
I told
Brooklyn,
Teddy. I told Brooklyn Child years ago, I said, Volstick ain't beating Baterviev, and he was like, yeah, he will. I came looking for him as well, Brooklyn.
Yeah,
right,
man.
Stormy.
All right,
man.
Man.
Blessings to you, brother. Thanks for dropping through. And
yes, sir.
I'm going to start. I know I keep saying it, but now I needed a break from this YouTube shit for a bit. But now I'm gonna start swinging around channels and stuff because I need to start skipping in some channels. I haven't been, like I said, I didn't even know Tank had fought. That's how far behind I am on boxing.
Yeah. How's your son doing, by the way? How's your son doing?
Yeah, he's all right. I've not got him this weekend. First time in 3 years because his mother's got COVID.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I've had to keep him away, but I won't see him. I'll see him Christmas Day now. Christmas is next week, so I'll see him. But he's getting big. Thanks for asking. Is your wife and everything sound?
Everything's good, man. Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Oh, cool. I'll catch you over at KQ then.
All right, man. Peace to you, man.
All right, Stormy. Thanks, brother. And salute to all the chat and everyone who came through. I'm up out of here. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.